Namaste. Extremely honored to be here. Such a soulful place. I congratulate the MIT founder Vishwanath Karad and Rahul for their inspiring leadership. It is always said, he gives not the best who gives the most, but he gives the most who gives the best. If I cannot give bountiful, yet I will give freely, and what I lack in my hand, I'll supply to the heart, for the heart of education is the education of the heart. When I come here, I see very heartful connection, very beautiful networking there. I congratulate and salute all of you. And once again, Namaste. I was listening to Vishwanath Kara talking on the peace, etc. The chaos we see outside, be it the Ukraine war, the chaos you see outside is because somewhere there is chaos within ourselves. If there is violence within, the violence within will create violence outside. If there is joy within, somewhere joy is created. So to end the kind of chaos outside, it's very important to end the violence within ourselves. Isn't it, friends? Yes or no? Now, I want you to listen. I know I was given half an hour and my staff said, Swamiji, warm up only will take half an hour. So I'm going to talk 45 minutes. So can you all come from a commitment that even little I learn, my life can transform? Are you willing? I can't hear you. In the Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna says, Swalpamapi asya dharmasya trayate mahato bayat. He says, even a little you get from me, your life can change. Do you have Shraddha for that? There's a beautiful Hindi shairi which says, Soch ko badalo, sitare badal jayenge. Nazar ko badalo, nazare badal jayenge. Kashtiyan badalne ka zarurat nahi, dishawo ko badalo, kinare badal jayenge. Right? If you can just think, can you come with a Shraddha, as Lord Krishna says in the Gita, Shraddhavan labate jnanam. Come with a sincere Shraddha that whatever the different lectures are happening, even if I get a little, my life will change. If you come from that commitment, please understand, Lord Dattatreya had 24 gurus. And the 24 gurus of Dattatreya is Akasha, Vayu, Agni, Apaha, including a dog. So they were so sensitive that when you are sensitive, something opens up in life. I would like to start off by saying, we are all very intelligent, and especially this audience. Some of you are PhD people, you're all very intelligent. Yes or no? Very doubtful you are saying yes. In spite of being intelligent, for example, I have a center in San Francisco, all right, and San Francisco for me is the most beautiful place. People are very open, blah, 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 so open, all right, even two homosexuals gets married in a Hindu temple and they come to me for blessings. All right, homosexual getting married in Hindu temple, come for blessing, is a tremendous open culture. But still, in spite of it, the maximum depression exists in the San Francisco. You can be very intelligent, still one can be very stupid. It seems, all right, a police constable saw that there was no parking sign and a car parked there. So this man goes, police constable says, hey, remove this car. And that person said, he was a typical Delhiite, he said no. The way he said no, the constable thought, my God, he must be MLA's son. And he went away, it seems. The sub-inspector was watching all this and says, what cheek to this guy? He comes to him and said, hey, there's no parking and your car is parked here, remove this car. And the constable and the Delhiite, young Delhiite, he said further, louder, he said no. And the way he said no, he thought, my God, he must be a minister's son. Then, all right, a DIG of police was watching all this and says, let this person be whatever he is. He comes to him and says, there's a car, no parking sign, remove this car. And this youngster more loudly said, Can you say? This is typical Pune style. Delhi style. So more loudly. No, he said. And being an IPS officer says, why? There's a no parking and your car is parked. Why you don't remove the car? And to which the youngster said, this is not my car. This is not my car. Why should I remove the car? And the IPS officer said, it is not your car. Why the hell you have not said from the beginning? And to which this youngster says, my guru has given me an Upadesha, Adesha and Sansesha. Somebody asked a question, answer to the point. Alright, you said remove the car. I said no. Why should I say whose car it is, whether he is married or not married, he has got one wife or many wives. Why should I go all that? You said remove the car. I said no. Now tell me, this answer superficially appears a very intelligent answer. Yes or no, friends? Even though it is intelligent, deep within it is a very stupid answer. Lord Krishna in the Gita says, Arjuna was very, very intelligent. Dashed, I will not go into that. Right? Lord Krishna says, Ajnanena tu jnanam avritam tena muhyanti jantavaha. He says very beautifully in the Gita, our intellect, which is knowledgeable, is covered by ignorance. When your intellect is covered by ignorance, please see, your life is miserable because of that. In spite of knowledge, we are stupid because knowledge has not become wisdom. Knowledge has not become wisdom, and therefore you may be a PhD. In a humorous way, I say permanent head damage. You may be a PhD, but if it is not wisdom, your life will not change. So therefore you see so many intelligent people still in depression. Right? One of the big reasons there is we are intelligent, at the same time we are stupid. Stupidity goes not by knowledge, but stupidity goes by wisdom. And to live wisdom is very important, because I see throughout the world I travel, I meet people, and still people are successful, happy, very popular, blah, 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 but still they feel very miserable. You know why? All happy memories they put in their pen drive. And all miserable memories they put right in the heart. All miserable memories they put in the heart, happy memories they put in the pen drive, and therefore what happened? They become miserable. If you can really change it, Mullah, there's a Sufi character called Mullah Nazruddin, alright? And somebody came and told Mullah, why you look so sad? And Mullah said, right, my uncle passed away, and in his will he gave 40 lakhs and passed away. He was shocked. Your uncle has so many nephews, and to you he has given 40 lakhs. You must be happy. Mullah Nazruddin says, that's not the point. 3 weeks back, another uncle passed away, and he has willed 2 crores and he has passed away. His friend was shocked. That uncle is about 95 years old. Of all the nephews he has given you, your kind of mini crorepati must be happy. He says, no, Mullah said, yesterday another uncle passed away and he has given 10 crores in his will and he has passed away. His friend was shocked. My God, that uncle is 105 years old. He has given to you. Why are you unhappy? He says, not the point. The friend's BP went up. He said, please, his BP went up. I can't understand. You are a crorepati. All uncles are either old. Why should he be unhappy? Mullah said, I am unhappy not because my uncles died. I am unhappy not because they willed money to me. I am unhappy because there are no more uncles to die. Alright, only 3 uncles. God is so conjuice. He has given only 3 uncles. If he had given some more, life is more beautiful. Friends, you work with people. You find people are miserable because they are always focused on what is missing. And if you focus on what is missing, and are not grateful to what you have, not rejoicing what you have not, right? You can never experience alacrity. And therefore people are miserable because they are looking into what is missing and not rejoicing what they have. Isn't it, friends? Yes or no? Yes or no, friends? Now, all of you say yes in a miserable way. Some of you don't have to put effort. All of you say yes in a miserable way. Please do it. No, I want it in a miserable way. Say yes in a more miserable way. More miserable way. See how you feel. Say yes in an alive way. More alive way. More alive way. How do you feel? Now, please, all of you are seated now. Now, sit down in an uncomfortable way. More uncomfortable. Please do it, no? More uncomfortable way. More uncomfortable. See how you feel. Now, please sit down in a comfortable way. More comfortable way. See how you feel. What is asana called in yoga? What is asana called in yoga? Anybody? Anybody? What is asana called in yoga? Oh my God, am I talking in Pakistan or what? What is asana called? BK Iyengar is from Pune only, no? Asana is called as what? Sthira Sukha Asanam. Asana in Patanjali says is sthira, means seated, sthira, sukha, happy. Sthira Sukha Asanam. You are seated and you are happy. Any postures in yoga, be it Hallasan, Mayurasan, Kukutasan, Sirsasan, all hard postures, but the discipline, because yoga means yoga is an Anushasanam. Patanjali says yoga is a discipline. And then he says asana is sthira sukha asanam. Any difficult postures that you are doing, Mayurasana, etc., still the discipline is sthira sukha asanam. You have to be sthira and you have to be happy. If you have trained your consciousness in difficult postures to be happy, please understand, in difficult situations of life also, you can be happy. Isn't it, friends? Yes? You know, in the army it is said, if you want to be a colonel, walk like a colonel. If you want to be colonel, walk like a colonel. So therefore, please, if you want to be happy, just walk being happy. So asana says, in whatever difficult posture, learn to be happy. And then you train your energy to get into a peak experience. If my talk is not inspiring, still be happy. Then your happiness is not dependent upon my talk. Yes, no? That is the training which is done in yoga. And Lord Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita says to Arjuna, Uddharet atmanatmanam natmanam avasadayet atma eva atmanaha bandhuhu atma eva atmana ripuhu. He says to Arjuna, lift yourself by yourself. Don't condemn yourself. Because Arjuna said what? How do you expect me to fight against my uncle, against my guru? How Khatam Bhishmaham Sanke Dronam Chamadusudana Yishubi Prati Yotsyami Pujar Visudana. How do you expect me to fight against Bhishma, Drona, my uncle? In this paristiti, I cannot be happy. Is logically very correct, isn't it, friends? Yes or no? See, again here, yes has no dam. That's why it's called Dampati. Pati ka dam nahi ho Dampati hai. Lord Krishna says, whatever be the paristiti, it is a war paristiti. How can I fight my uncle? How can I fight my master, my grandsire, who are puja? And Lord Krishna still says, be happy. In yogasanas, whatever be the difficult posture, be happy. If you can do this, a peak experience is experienced. And that is what an educator has to train a person. Are you getting, friends? There's a beautiful shairi which says, Takdeer hai, magar kis... See, what is the recipe for being happy? Right? What is the recipe to be happy? We always say, if situation is conducive, I'll be happy. If situation is not conducive, I can't be happy. That's the formula throughout the world. Isn't it, friends? Put your thumbs up if it's true. That's the formula. If situation is conducive, I'm happy. If the situation, paristiti is not conducive, I'll not be happy. Globally, whatever blessed religion you belong to, this is the kind of formula people have. Isn't it, friends? So Arjuna had a formula. How do I expect my feet? Bhishma, my grandsire, Drona, my guru. So I deserve to be unhappy. And therefore he says, Sidanti mama gatrani, mukamcha parishtiti, vepatuhu sharire me, roma harshaha jayate. My legs are shivering, my hand is shivering, my hair is standing erect. Now this is the state everybody has got. Therefore a beautiful poet said, तकदीर है मगर किस्मत नहीं खुलती, ताजमहल बनाना चाहता हूं मगर मुमताज नहीं मिलती. And the fellow is miserable, unhappy. Because Parasiti, God listens to it and says, Tatastu. So he meets Mumtaz. So the Parasiti is Ankul or Pratikul? Ankul, no? So he must be happy, no, in the formula. Again he writes a poem. तकदीर है मगर किस्मत नहीं खुलती, ताजमहल बनाना चाहता हूं मगर what? मरती is later. शादी नहीं करती. Let us drag, depression drags things, no? Right? So शादी नहीं करती. Again miserable. God says, Tatastu, he gets married to Mumtaz. So Parasthiti is Ankul, he must be happy. Again he writes a poem. तकदीर है मगर किस्मत नहीं खुलती, महल बनाना चाहता हूं मगर मुमताज नहीं मरती. Sir, we are so efficient. We should get a doctorate on being miserable. Sir, whatever the Bhagavad Gita, the spiritual paradigm for excellence, whatever be the paristiti, if your manosthiti and atmasthiti is in excellence, please see, even if a wave comes, I was in Hawaii some time back, when a wave comes, I run back. Because one of my program got cancelled in the Bay Area, I had to run. But when a local Hawaiian, whenever a wave comes, they take the surf and have fun with the wave. So problems, please see, are like waves. If you are a surf rider, you can have fun with the waves. If you are not a surf rider, you'll be crushed, sir. So therefore, problems are inevitable. If you are married, one set of problem. Not married like me, another set of problem. If you have one wife, one set of problem. Many wives, bouquet of problem. If you are successful, you have one problem. If you are failure, you have one problem. All right, problems are inevitable, but suffering is optional. Suffering is optional. And for that, please see, all right, I request all of you, if you can have a mindset, whatever be the paristiti, my manostiti is going to be in the shikar. I'm going for a peak experience. Now I'm talking right now. See, Gohesh won the world chess champion, and one of his teachings, whatever little research I did for the chess champion, because I've also been at one time coach for cricket players and also coach for Olympic players, and very nicely one of the points he has given is, first you have to learn to feel good. Whether you're winning or not, when you're feeling good, you can perform better. If you're feeling good, and any chess person will make errors, any kind of tennis players will make errors, but if you are learning to feel good and profit from failure, rejoice success, you can navigate through life. Are you getting, friends? Yes or no? Give me some life. That's why it is said, ख्वाहिश ऐसी करो कि आसमान तक जा सको. ख्वाहिश ऐसी करो कि आसमान तक जा सको, मगर दुआ ऐसी करो को खुदा को पा सको. यूं तो जीने के लिए फल बहुत है, कम है. यूं तो जीने के लिए फल बहुत कम है. जीवो ऐसा हर पल जिंदगी पा सको. हर पल, क्योंकि हर पल में प्यार है, हर लम्बे में खुशी है. खो दो तो याद है, जी लो तो जिंदगी है. Can you go, whatever be the situation? Can I learn to be happy? And that's what is peak experience. Now tell me, globally, one of the issues people are facing apart from war, there's one time it is alcohol, now it is what? Drugs. Isn't it, friends? In the Bay Area, etc., I find so many people come, parents, some drug there. All these kind of drugs, why? Be it grass, be it cocaine, be it hashish. Now drugs are there I come from Bangalore, drugs are so much available. Now why do people want to take all these type of drugs? Why, friends? Can you just loudly shoot why? Huh? They have to feel happy. They are not feeling happy. Why are they not feeling happy? Why? Keep your hand on your head, please. Because always this mind is ruminating. Please, can you do with me? Ruminating. Pata, pata, pata. That's why Sant Kabir says, if I look at your mind, I feel like crying, says Kabir. चलती चक्की देख के दिया कबीरा रोय, दो पाटन के बीच में साबत बचा न कोई. Kabir says, if I look at your mind, I feel like crying. It is like the grandmother's grinding machine. Pata pata, pata pata, pata pata, going on. And if you see people's mind is constantly ruminating. And when you are ruminating, there is no silence at all. And ruminating to what? To self-interest, me. And therefore, when you take a ganja, take a hashish, or crack, or cocaine, or ecstasy, that ruminating mind gets knocked off. Right? If you read the book called Doors of Perception by Aldous Huxley, alright, he says the reducing valve, the filters goes away, because he also, the Doors of Perception written by Aldous Huxley, right, he says why people take drugs, and then he says the Bhagavad Gita experience, he mentions, is more than a drug, a peak performance. Alright, he says through meditation, or else you take a drug, the ruminating mind goes away, mind filter goes away, he calls it the reducing valve, and then get a peak experience. But the effect of the peak experience is very, very different. Are you all with me, friends? But if you can learn meditation, if you can say, I am bigger than the problem, I'll have fun with the problem, life becomes beautiful. Because one thing I'll assure you, so long you're living, you're going to have problems. Whether you're successful or failure, you're going to have problems. Yes or no, friends? Matra sparshast kaunteya shitoshna sukodakada. Right, I was telling somebody in Baroda I was giving a talk and somebody came to me, Swamiji, too much a problem, Swamiji, too much a problem. I'm sorry, in Lucknow I was saying, it says too much a problem. You are not married, so for beautiful Swamiji. If you get married to my wife, then you'll know. People recommend wife have still survived 69 years. And he says too much. He's not married. And he's full in depression. I asked what? He said, I fell in love, Swamiji. I fell in love and my girlfriend left me. I told him, who told you to fall in love? Why can't you rise in love? What a jag musafir. Who told you to fall in love? Mazak chhod do Swamiji. Ishq nazuk misaj hai. Behat akal ka boj utha nahi sakta. You know, Lucknow people, without a shairi, they can't understand. Like deep South India, if you don't talk Sanskrit, they don't understand. They don't understand Sanskrit, but you have to tell Sanskrit. In Punjab, you have to only say rabba, then they understand. I don't know in Pune, what is it? So he tells me, and he said, Arey Baba, I said, how many years you had an affair with a girlfriend? This is a real example. He said, Swamiji, 4 years I had affair. Did you enjoy the affair? Tremendous, Swamiji, I had fun. Then she got married to somebody in New Jersey and went away. I feel miserable. Itna dard hai, Swamiji. I said, you're such a lucky person. 4 years you had affair. Look at this, Swamiji, no affair. 69 years. He said, Mazak, chhod do Swamiji. Itna dard, ishq itna dard. So I tell him, dard ko dard se mat dekho, dard ko bhi dard hota hai. दर्द का जरूरत है दोस्त की, तब भी दर्द हमदर्द हो जाता है. अरे डोंट ट्रीट पेन एज पेन, पेन गोज थ्रू पेन. Treat pain as a comrade. And the recipe is Lord Krishna says in the Gita, Ascharyavat vadati, Ascharyavat paschati, Ascharyavat shrunoti, Shrutvapi naveda, Tadapi Ascharyaha. In the dance, one of it is Ascharya. He says everything is a wonder, 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 wonder. All of you are understanding me? It's a wonder. If you don't understand me, it's a wonder. Everything is a wonder. So this Baroda person came to me and said, Swamiji, I come home little late, my wife lags, and yesterday she threw the cup and saucer and the TV broke. Please give me a mantra so that my VCR will not break, he says. He is not asking for the relationship to go. VCR is, those days a VCR. So I told him, blah, blah, many things I told him. Then finally I told him, you come home late, pick up a rose from your neighbor's garden, doesn't matter. Come and give to your wife there, all right? And then when still she nags, just enjoy your wife's nagging. He said, how can you enjoy? He said, do you take alcohol? He says, I take alcohol. Initially when you took alcohol, it is gulab jamun taste or rasgulla taste or bitter. What is it, friends? Don't act innocent. I know a lot of you take. So it is bitter. But in bitter also you take, then you enjoy, then you get a kick out of alcohol. So to your wife's nagging will be like initially like alcohol. You enjoy. You'll get a kick out of that nagging. Which side is the kick depends on your positioning. Lot of Gujaratis, very bhakti, alright, and he says this with bhakti he takes it, right, because Lord Krishna's Ananda Lahari is the main teaching in the Bhagavatam. Ananda Lahari means always learn to enjoy out of bhakti, alright. So he comes after a few days and says, Swamiji, it really works what you have told. And I myself got confused how it worked, because I am a motivator. And he said, how it works? He said, see Swamiji, I came little late, my wife started nagging, the giving a flower did not work, I sat down, folded my hands, and what did my guru say? That's me. What did he say? Enjoy the nagging. And also you said, everything is Ascharya. I just sat down and just looked at her, and she was nagging, Swamiji. She is 9th standard fail, but so much of communication skills in her nagging. There is pace, pitch, punctuation, voice modulation, open statement, close statement, funnel technique, multiple clauses, disarming technique, and also preemptive strike. All this he said. And then I thought, my God, she's so good in communication. I simply went, hugged her, and said, I'm sorry. After 7 years, I'm not joking, or 8 years, I went, Patel Saab, su kabar che. He says, maja me che. And how is the relationship going on? Nagging continues, my enjoyment continues. Sir, simple thing. Learn to enjoy life, not this alcohol, drinks, etc. Just come from a context, right? I'm enjoying. Enjoying is devotion. Sanskrit Subhashitam says, Yena kena prakarena yasya kasyapi dehinaha santosham janayet pragnyaha tadeva ishvara pujanam. He says, right, santosham janayet, create joy, tad eva ishvara pujanam. That is the worship of the Lord. Once you get that peak experience, sir, alcohol, drugs are not required. Right? Even your wife leaves you, doesn't matter. One door closes, another door will open. Because a lot of just now, day for yesterday, I counseled a person, my girlfriend left, my wife left me, my miserable. I said, India, where is the shortage of people? You're not living in Iceland. Sir, all of you right now, yoga says, whatever posture can you go in Sthira Sukhasana? Yes? Right? No, just feel wow. All of you say wow. Again, feel wow. If we understand wow. If we don't understand wow, just internally, just say wow. You get a peak experience. And to this, in the Indian culture, we say 5 important things. Can you repeat after me? Annamaya. Louder, brother. Kabir says, Aisi vani boliye, man ka apa koi, auran ko sheetal kare, apu hu sheetal hoi. Let honey flow through your tongue, says the Veda. Right? Say Annamaya, Pranamaya, Manomaya, Vijnanamaya, Anandamaya Kosha. Oh, the keynote is working, is it? Okay. All these 5 koshas, Annamaya, Pranamaya. Now, the Veda says, learn now to get a peak experience without all these kind of drugs, alcohol, etc. You can have your jamun, but again, all minimum. Unify. Now, Annamaya is what? This, all of you touch your body, this body. What you eat. If you eat pani puri, puri, patata and all that, boom, you'll feel. So be alert. Somebody told me, Swamiji, he's a Brahmin. He said, I eat seafood. I said, really? He's a Brahmin Sharma. Seafood. What is the food? He says, whenever I see food, I eat. Right? No. Whenever you see food which is oily, which is not healthy, right? If you want, take one piece, leave it away. So work on Annamaya Kosha. Right? Now sitting down, every 1 hour, just move your body. Just 1 hour move. All of you raise your hand. Right? And just laugh. Come on. Louder, laugh. Come on. Ah, ha, ha, ha. Woo! Move your body up. Because sitting is modern smoking. Sitting is modern smoking. Movement is medicine. Make yourself feel good. Right? So they do good exercise. I'm not going to go work on Annamaya Kosha, says the Veda. Annam Brahmeti Vijanat, Pranam Brahmeti Vijanat, Mano Brahme. It goes like that, the Veda. So Annamaya. Alright, Pranamaya. All of you? Is your breathing. See, you can be without food. You can be without food for 30 days. You can be without water for roughly 10 days. How long you will be without breathing? How long? Hardly 4 minutes, no? Tell me yes, no, Baba. Right? So therefore, Pranam Brahmeti Vijanat. Prana is equal to Brahma. So therefore, Pranayama, deep breathing, if you do, that's the best way to de-stress yourself. So the Veda says, for peak experience, Pranamaya. Manomaya is your mind. Learn to teach your mind to be calm, serene. If you teach your mind to be calm and serene, get into alpha state, you will be peaceful. Right? Please see Vijnanamaya Kosha. Vijnanamaya means intellect. Always be a part of a solution. There's a lack of time, so I'm cutting it short. Anything there's a problem. Walt Disney was an unsuccessful cartoonist. In the church of a garage, he saw a rat going up and down. Then he thought, why can't I make the rat talk? He created Mickey Mouse. And if you've gone to Walt Disney, etc., Mickey Mouse, right, he created Walt Disney's. So therefore, anything can happen anytime. So therefore, be a part of a solution or not a victim to the problem. Right? Anandamaya Kosha. Anandamaya Kosha, be as Buddha says, without a reason can you be happy. In deep sleep, all of you go to deep sleep? Were you happy or not in deep sleep? Happy or not? Was Miss World next to you? Right? Yes, Gulab Jamun was there. Nothing. You were happy. Aham kimapi janami maya sukhena nidra maya anubhuyate. In deep sleep, you are all happy. So tap that happiness. Log on to that happiness. And the Veda says, if you can activate all these 5 koshas, please understand, you go for peak experience. Can there be a project right now? I have to go at least 3 times in a day for a peak experience. Please work with it. Or else, what happened? Please, can you put 2, please, number 2 slide, since it is working. Put 2 slide, please. Or else, please understand, all of you know snake and ladder, right? Yes or no? All of you know, it came from Maharashtra only. Jnanadev created what's called Moksha Patra. He created what is called Moksha Patra. The Britishers took it up, and snake and ladder, alright? In snake and ladder, you all go up very beautifully. Then one bad thing, snake comes, you hit down. Exactly. You do study well, go. Then one bad virus, one alcohol, one drug, alright? One going to a prostitute as a habit you got, and you collapsed. Please understand, please be very alert over the snake and ladder, which Jnanadev of Maharashtra talks about, Moksha Patra. If you can do this, sir, life becomes extremely, that agility is what is very, very important. When these 5 koshas happen in life, please understand, you will enjoy every moment. Friends, yes or no? Enjoy. No, that can you keep it, ख्वाहिश ऐसी करो कि आसमान तक जा सको. Can you get a peak experience? Yes? You work for it. अरे पापा, if you work for it, see, जिंदगी पल दो पल है. जिंदगी पल दो पल है. इसमें नहीं तो आज और कल है. जी लो जिंदगी का इस तरफ कि जो भी आपसे मिले वो यही कहे यही जिंदगी का सबसे हसीन पल है. Can that be the project, please? Whoever meets you say, oh, you're the most beautiful. Yeah, 5 minutes more. Very good. Thank you. Thank you very much. Because I'm not a script writer. I look at faces and decide. Unfortunately, your faces doesn't have burqa. I'll say this 5 minutes and end up. He says, whoever meets you should say, you're the most beautiful person. Now, how can you do that? By putting Oriflame products, Amway facial, is it? The same poet says, अरे जिंदगी पल दो पल है, इसमें नहीं तो आज और कल है, जी लो जिंदगी का इस तरफ कि हर पल जिंदगी का सबसे हसीन पल है. Can you treat every moment is the most beautiful moment? Because tomorrow is history, tomorrow is mystery, past is history, the present alone is there. Can you all live, sir? He says, every moment, this moment is the most beautiful moment. If you live life like this, हर पल में प्यार है, then you will find प्यार का जज्बा नया रंग दिखा देता है, अजनबी चेहरे को महबूब बना देता है. Right, that प्यार का जज्बा if you would bring, sir, life becomes beautiful. This is what is called, right, I'm a student of martial art, even though I just recovering from dengue. Right, in martial art, the mother of martial art came from Kerala. It is called Kalaripet. And Kalaripet, what is called Noku Vidya, it is called in Malayalam. Noku Vidya means the way you look at life. If you look at your enemy, and demonstrations are there, they look at a snake, they can hypnotize a snake. Right? It's called Noku Vidya. If you can look at life in this perception, your life will drastically change. Therefore, the Veda says, Atmavari Drashtavyam. Look at life like this. Drashtavyam means look at life like this. हर पल जिंदगी का सबसे हसीन पल है. In Kerala, it is called Noku Vidya. They say, look at your enemy. In a way, the enemy collapses in the way you look. I've seen people kissing a cobra. I've seen people putting their head in an alligator. Sir, can you look at life like this? I'll say this and end up, if you can do, life becomes wonderful. Right? क्या बताऊं दरे महबूब से क्या मिलता है? क्या बताऊं दरे महबूब को क्या मिलता है? देखने वाले नजर हो तो खुदा मिलता है. नजर को देखो, नजर को समझो, नजर का जानो. नजर है कंजल, नजर है कातिल. नजर मिलाना बुरी नहीं है, नजर से कोई बचा नहीं है. क्या बताओ दरे महबूब से क्या मिलता है? देखने वाले नजर हो तो भगवान मिलता है. Right? So therefore Veda says Atma Drashtavyam. Have this Annamaya, Pranamaya, Manomaya, Vijnanamaya, Anandamaya, Arai Kosha. I'm going to activate, get a peak experience. I'm very grateful. Right? The organizers have called me. Right? Rahul has called me and thing there. So as a part of my love, because every weekend there's 2,000 people attending my workshops on Zoom after COVID. I'm traveling less. Everything has become Zoom. I'm going there throughout the world I do. And as a token of my love to all of you, my Zoom programs, a thing there, I want to give this free to all of you. I want to give this 5 days workshop. Please take a photo shot of this. Or I photo shot of this WhatsApp you put. I want to give because I'm traveling nowadays less because I have organization states and there. and I'm no more getting younger. I'm 69 years there. So therefore, travel less there. All right, my programs on Zoom are very, very successful. So therefore, I'll give this program free to all of you. 5 days online workshop. Do that, because this 45 minutes, my warming up only will take half an hour because it's there. But anyway, thank you, Rahul, for calling me. He has been little afterwards, so beautiful. And thank you all. If you have not enjoyed the talk, also say wow. Right? Next time when you go to the bathroom, silently say wow. Don't say too loudly, then they will get confused. All right? Say wow. If you start saying wow, wow, wow to life, life is going to be a wow. With your wife, without your wife, in spite of your wife. Whether with your husband, without your husband, in spite of your husband, because our life has become miserable. People's marriages have become so boring. Please trust me, I go throughout the world, people's marriages have become boring, from engagement ring to marriage ring to suffering to enduring. All right? Because they don't know how to create juice in life. They don't know how to enjoy differences. They don't know how to enjoy bugging. All right? We enjoy a roller coaster. We enjoy a roller coaster, and when your husband bugs you, enjoy it. Right? That power of commitment is what you need to have. Thank you very much. God bless you, and I wish you all the best. Thank you very much.